of assault IED is so much more complex, because it could be, as you say, it could be the door, it could be the perpetrators, it could be the hostage. There's so many elements of the environment that are a threat and a risk, not just the IED. Getting to the device is actually one of the harder things. I'm sure Jonnie will share this story shortly, but there's plenty of infiltration skills just to get to the door in the first place. Then when you get through the door, you're still not necessarily at the device, right? So it's conceptualizing those challenges for anyone that's not aware of these environments or how they work. But getting to the device, then dealing with the device, and then the device itself doesn't necessarily have a human element to it. It might be trying to impede us getting to the real device, for example, which could be on a hostage. So it's a really dynamic situation, and like I said, it's high threat, low frequency. So how do you train decision-making skills for those environments? And that's what we're doing.
That's one of the key problems, Colin, I think, is that we can't sit there and say to someone, the door's a threat, the corridor's a threat, the window's a threat, the chair's a threat, because they could all be a threat, And so what we really try and do, and we'll delve more into it, but we try and educate the operators so that they can make an informed decision, so that they can make a dynamic risk assessment, take in all of the environmental information, everything that's coming into them, and then come up with a satisfactory conclusion by themselves, not us dictating to them a set of standard operating procedures or ways they deal with things. And this is why we often talk, don't we? EOD is it's almost like a game. You've got the perpetrator or the terrorist, the bomb maker on one side, then you've got the EOD operator on the other side, and there's all sorts of other moving parts. There's the SWAT team, or the Special Forces team, or whoever it is getting you into that location. It's other members of potentially those groups, but it's pitting your wits against them, and then realising that actually they might have got something wrong, So if you had built the bomb and put it in a place and wanted it to function exactly how you envisaged it to function, we could have done that. But actually, someone else might have got that wrong. So there's not only trying to pit yourselves against the wits, the skill, all of those other things of your adversary, but there's also that element there that all of these other external factors that could mean that something is out of place or wrong, or So it really is. It's that ability to instill in people the understanding so that they can make their own decisions, which is difficult to get duty holders to sign off on. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. Someone likes a list, and if you go through all of these tick boxes, you won't die off that bomb.